I try to help. I focus on helping people any way I can. Take the focus off of me, and I just focus on helping somebody else. And it gets me to. And transition. I came here, and they have a program. This place is set up, and a lot of us are confused because we don't understand how transition is working. But it's not for us to understand. It's just for us to listen and follow, and we will see in the end what the transition does. It transforms you. It takes that old way of life from you, and when you follow and sometimes it may seem that they are harsh, but they're not harsh. They're just letting you know how it is out there in the world. You can't have it your way. Everything don't always work out the way you want. Sometimes you have to suffer the good for the bad. But there's a blessing at the end. And I've learned that through transition.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
But he'll be there right on time. I tell you, he's an on-time God. Oh, yes, he is. You can ask the children of Israel, trapped by the Red Sea. I tell you, he's an on-time God. Oh, yes, he is.
We are here this afternoon with Ms. Wilkies, who is the Vice President of Programs for Transitions Homeless Center in Columbia, South Carolina. And I believe it's 2025 Main Street.
We are.
The corner of Elmwood and Main.
And we serve here at Transitions Homeless Center 260 residents a day. And usually in addition to that, on average 90 day users a day. So we're popping.
Yes.
And within our programs, there's a lot of different services. So we have 3-tier residential program for our 260 beds to help people transition and move up when they're ready and meet their needs. And it's a case-by-case basis on how long that takes. Some can take a few days, some a few weeks, some a few years, as we try to work with them in and out of our facility to meet the needs to get them stabilized. But we are the largest one-site facility in the state for homelessness, with the 260 right here all together. And that is men and women 18 and older.
Okay. All right, so let's get into those programs.
Jump into it. So we have this facility, we are Midlands Housing Alliance, and within that we have Transitions, which is where we are now. We also run what people call the Winter Shelter, the Inclement Weather Center, which is run as a facility when it's 40 or below, and that's an additional 240 bed facility that opens at night for the winter months of November through March when it's 40 or below. So as you were coming in just before I was meeting with my staff for tonight to decide who was going to be covering, with one of the staff being out sick, who would be covering that slot to make sure we had full staffing for the facility.
So I have no doubt it was open last night.
We were.
They're
And we
open
had
tonight.
105 clients there last night, which is actually low, but that's typical after we've had such a warm weekend. Our numbers can kind of fluctuate. When we're open night after night, it gets a lot higher with people coming in because it's too cold to be out in the elements. Because, like I said, the population is very diverse. So I'll start with that to say we have a population that we outreach with, and we're working with through that facility and through hitting the streets and hitting the tent camps to really engage them in services, to build rapport, to get them willing to work on the next steps. And some do and are willing to come in and try to work and do the programs, and some we know never will be. They love their lifestyle. They like being outside. That is what they've chosen to do. They will not come in and use services until it's been 20 or below for days, and then it's like a fine. I have to come in or the elements could kill me. Like, I will come in and get services. And there's a small pocket of population. This transient group that we outreach with, that we call the chronically homeless that live outside, there's about 100, give or take, roughly in Richland County. And so that's that pocket of homelessness that we mostly see at our winter shelter.
All right, I am here with April,
at the Winter Shelter in Columbia, South Carolina. And how often is the shelter open?
It's open from November 1st through March the 31st on the nights that it is 40 degrees or colder, or 45 with a 70 or more % chance of rain.
Okay. And typically how many people stay?
It ranges, it has so far from 100 to 170, 180.
Right. And I know you guys were open last night. About how many people did you have last night?
We only had about 105 last night.
All right. And I won't get too close, but that is a long list of people.
These are just the ones that have been since January 1st.
Since January 1st, they've been here. Do people have to have an ID?
No,
All right.
there is no criteria. They just come in. They just come in. As long as they don't, fight or, break the rules or anything like that, they can stay.
What are some of the rules?
Very basic. No drinking on premises, obviously. Some drinking before they get here. No smoking. No fighting. No fighting. Just disturbing in general, like causing a ruckus or a fuss. None of that. The last bus comes around 7 or so, and the Salvation Army comes down, and hi, I got you, babe.
Oh, okay. We got it.
I got you. At about 7:15, and serves dinner until everybody's done, which is normally about 8, and then they have showers from 8 to 9.
Okay.
They have somebody passing out towels and soap and that kind of thing during that time. At 10, lights out. I don't. If they're out here and they're just being quiet watching TV and not making a fuss, and I'll just let them stay. I don't make them go to bed or anything. It's kind of open to the women's area right there, so they have to be quiet because it's right over the wall there. They can hear it, but usually it's most of the time. Most of it.
Here, and then Salvation Army helps us with our kitchen and running our breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks. But we also have a food recovery coordinator. She goes around to the different places. Instead of throwing out food, we're able to take things in and use that. And we've just last year alone, we kept 72,000 tons out of the landfill of food, and we've been able to use that in our kitchen. And we've through that been able to start a salad bar Monday through Friday. And I say that in tandem with the healthcare because our clients are sicker than the average population, which you can imagine if you don't have enough money, you're going to be malnourished, you're going to be eating food you shouldn't be eating, you might not be eating regularly, in which you're going to kind of get what you can take, but it might be stuff that's really starchy or high in carbs, and so we're trying to really fight with our population higher levels of diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure. We just have a lot of those issues here that more than, South Carolina's already high in and of itself. We're higher with our population.
What are some of the most common causes of homelessness that you see on a weekly?
Over 55% of our clients report that they have some type of a disability.
Okay.
And
Mental or physical?
That could be physical, mental, intellectual, all of the above. And then from there, we average about 35% substance abuse. So it's not everybody. Everybody thinks, oh, everybody's homeless is a druggie. Absolutely not.
The more I work on the gate, the better client I am to transition.
All right. Do you have a bed here at Transitions?
Yes, I do. Yes, ma'am, I do.
Yeah.
I'm having a bed now since beginning of this year. And I find transition to be, a type of institution that want to help. But it takes more than transition. It takes the state of South Carolina to eradicate homelessness. What got me here to transition is typical. Bad management of money, lack of family support, and I had just come home from prison, and I was literally destitute. And it's a blessing that they let me in their door,
Because typically when you're just coming out of prison, there aren't many doors that will open for you.
That is correct. You got Oliver Mission, God bless them, and you got Cranston, and I say God bless them. They open their door, you know. They give us the opportunity, they give us that second chance.
Yes. Can I ask how old are you?
I'm 71 years old.
71. Right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Then when you come into transitions, we've tried to develop our programs and services here to offer any and everything you would need if you have nothing. But also to build it in a way that we partner with the community on a level that we can bring here and have on site any sort of resource that you might need right here as much as we can. So the way we've done that is by having a day center open every day of the week. And within that day center facility, we have your basic care needs of clothing, food, hygiene. We have a library. We have a computer lab with internet. We have classes. We do over 250 classes a month that range from educational groups to psychological or substance abuse recovery groups to fun groups like yoga or the pet therapy dogs coming in.
From PALS?
From PALS.
Right.
And then we have a group, we do financial stability classes, and we have 10 different religious groups that come. So we have more than one a day. And then we have, with all those classes and with people coming in one-on-one, we have over 50 agency partners that come here to help us do this. And so just today alone, I have engaged and talked to the RADAC, which is a local substance recovery. I have engaged with Columbia Mental Health with a client. We have on-site staff that have offices here with both those groups. I have Mercy has an office here. I have an office here from Panamera Health. And then we also have Eau Claire Cooperative Health Center on site. And they're here Monday through Friday helping connect clients with their medical services. They have a homeless program that their grant helps them help someone who's homeless get into medical services. And they have an on-site nurse practitioner here Monday, Wednesday, Friday to do basic engagement to see what they might need and get them connected with their program. And then for a year, if you're homeless without insurance, it pays for you for free.
I am here this afternoon with Miss Allison Brown. She works at Transitions Homeless Center on Main Street. Ms. Brown, tell me how you got involved with Transition.
Lexington County Medical Center, when I was in the hospital, referred me here because I had nowhere to go.
Okay, good. So they have a lot of good community partners, it seems
Yes,
like.
they do.
Yeah.
They do. There are a lot of programs if you avail yourself of them. And the catch is you've got to be willing to do the work that goes with it. They've got classes. You can learn to crochet. You can Ready, Willing, and Able to us tonight, and it's a women's empowerment group to make you feel better about yourself, because I think most of the, I can only speak for the women, have some sort of self-esteem or self-image problem, along with medical problems, mental illness, etc.
And so how long have you been here?
I have been here since April 2017.
So is there a time frame with Transitions?
Yes, there is.
And what is that? Do you know?
It really depends on what you're doing and how, I guess, I'm not real sure.
So if you're working the program, pretty much, they're not going to kick you out.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not, because as Miss Lauren just said, I have nowhere else to go.